Hello and welcome to week 5 of the CI1000 course. My name is Instructor Calvino. I will give you a quick rundown on how to do your week 5 assignment. Okay, let's begin. I'm already in week 5. I'm going to scroll down to week 5 assignment. Again, like I always say, you need to read your lesson 3 and do every step in that before you come to do your week 5 assignment. It will make a difference. Click on complete week assignment, 5 assignment, and here are our instructions. We are going to create a Word document. We're not using a template. So we're going to create a new one, and we're going to be making some changes. All these requirements are going to happen. Okay, so let's go down here to task number 1, and I'm going to split screen this. Alrighty, I got my Microsoft Word open on my right side. Step number 1, open Microsoft Word, go to File, New, Blank Document. I'm already in New, Blank Document. Let's move these so I can have more of my Word document open. At the top of the document, type the title, Digital Skills Reference Guide for Healthcare Professionals. For the sake of speed, I'm going to just copy and paste. We're going to save this working copy as your last name, first name, CI1000, W5, Capstone. So file, save. My computer's a little different, so you will choose your folder where your CI1000 is, and then continue to go to number 5. And create this document, underscore your first name, underscore CI1000 for the course name, underscore W5, underscore capstone. Okay, we have the full name done. We need to create these 5 sections. All of these are going to be, each one is going to be a heading. Again, for the sake of speed, I'm just using my mouse to copy and paste. Actually, I just need them in text. Select each by required section by heading and applying. So we're going to be applying a heading to each one of them. You can actually do them all in one shot. We are in the Home tab, and under Styles, we can hit heading. Now the computer understands it. Word understands it as each one a separate heading. You can add more underneath them, different headings, heading 2, heading 3, under each of the major heading, but the first 5 have to be heading number 1. Now we're going to add our work. So under each section, you need to have 3 to 5 bullet points. So how are you going to get this information? All these are every single week's work. So in week 1, keyboard and ergonomics, you need to have a minimum of 3 bullet points about keyboard and ergonomics. If you forgot how to do a bullet, you go to Home, Paragraph, and you have them right here. So this will be my bullet point. Point 1. Oops, didn't talk. again, you're actually going to put information here, not just bullet point 1 through 3. And you're going to do the same thing for each of these. So basically your document is going to look something like this, but with the real information. Oops. Each of these key terms from that you're going to be doing, they have to be bold. They have to be bold. So you need to go back to them and make them bold. Okay. So now you have that section done. We need to add a header. So like we done in the past week, we're going to go to Insert and Header. Insert. And we're going to pick Header. We're going to choose a simple header style. Or you could just pick in header a blank. So we're going to add this information inside of our header. I'm just copying and pasting it. We're going to add a page number. So again, we're still there, top of page, and they want us to go to, and we get to choose which kind. We're not limited to being to the right or whatever. So I can pick number 1. As you noticed, it will delete what you wrote. Go ahead and just give it a space and go ahead and put that back in. Now we're going to insert a footer. I haven't closed it, so I can just scroll down and go into my footer area. We're going to, the default is a simple or a blank footer style. Could you use something else? Of course you can. You can find something else, but I'm just going to stick to simple. We're going to add this in the bottom of the footer. So we're going to be typing in CI1000, and we're going to use that. Oops, and I misspelled it. And my name. I can close it now. That'll stay as my footer information. And you'll notice that on the very top, it also has that. Let me go back to that. So that will remain if you put your page number in and then type. It would have been the better way to doing it, because if not, it deletes it. Now we're going to auto-generate a table of content. So what we're going to do is we're going to insert your page break so we can be on another page. So I'm going to go down to the end of this, of my document, and I'm going to insert page break. Now on the second page. Let me get rid of that bullet. Now we're going to click inside a reference table contents and pick automatic table. So references, table of content, and we're going to insert automatic table. And it creates that for me. After completing, if you make any changes, you need to tell it to update the table. Because if not, if you add different pages or you do something to the other information above, these page numbers won't stay updated. So if I click inside of there, I can just see my update table. And I haven't made any changes, so it's not going to matter right now. Now we're going to, I need one more page. So I'm at the bottom of that. I'm going to go back to insert page and another page break. According to the instructions here. And then at the top of the new page, type reference. This needs to be bold. It happened to be bold because of something else I was doing. I need to, while it's still selected, it needs to be center aligned and bold. I need to go back to the Home tab, paragraph, and center align. And like I said, it's already bold, so that's already done. Now, we need to create a reference. Unlike last time that we came in here to the reference, and okay. When I hit manage sources, because I'm going to make a new reference, it still has the one I created last week. I'm going to delete that unless it's a medical reference. If your reference is a government health website, health care organization, textbook, or academic source, you will keep it there. I'm going to delete mine. I'm going to go to new. So website. Again, at this point, I'm just inventing. I'm just going to use information that you would have to go find. So how do you find a credible health source? We did in week 3, what we were discussing about the blogger, we had asked you to give two different websites so a person can use in case they disagree with the blogger. I'm not going to go into detail with that. You should remember what that conversation was. But you can go back to your main post and you can reuse the names of those two websites you use. I am going to, for the sake of speed, I'm going to select American Heart Association. I don't want nobody to know what I meant. Okay. Let me go to their main website and skip their donation. All right. So the author, if I'm in the actual document, which they do have some of topics, I can just pick anything right now. Pick these. And I can read any of these things. Let me pick that one. This one doesn't have a name for who wrote it, so I'm actually going to be using their website information. the author. It's going to be American Heart Association. Name of the web page happens to be the title of what I'm searching, so that was this. Name of the website, American Heart Association. The year that this page was done, I can see it last reviewed, 2004, month April 3rd, and the URL I can just copy from here. And okay, can get rid of that. So I have my author, the date, title, and that information. So I can go ahead and close it. I already entered the information, so all I have to do is come back in here and go to reference bibliography and insert bibliography. They want us to modify this. In reality, the computer's already doing it for you. So if we go to home, paragraph, hanging indent, then paragraph. I'm gonna hit the paragraph settings so I can get into the different settings inside of here. As I said, you would have had to pick special and hanging if you actually typed it out yourself. But because you're using Microsoft Word already does it for you. So we're just checking it's still on hanging and it's a 1/2 inch in. So that is correct. There's a space between here and here. Now, the last step, we're going to do a file save as. We already have our name that we're going to be saving it as done at the beginning. So file. Again, you see that I don't have that option because I still have auto save on. So let me go ahead and take that off for a moment. File save, and it's going to still save it on where I put it last, which happens to be my week 5 folder. Now, we need to export it as a PDF. We need the whole document exported as a PDF. I go to File, Export, Create PDF, and then I click on Create PDF button. The window's going to open, and it's going to ask me where I want to put it. Well, I want it in my week 5 folder, and I'm going to publish it there. And yes, I already had one in there, but I'm going to use this one. And this is exactly what I have to my right. My left and my right are identical. And all you have to do is submit both files. So you are expected to send in your Word document and your PDF.